Right, welcome back to Talking Fitchburg. Joining me this morning is the brand new fire chief. That's right, in studio, Joe Pulvermacher. Good morning. How are we doing this morning?
Very well. You?
Oh, living the dream. That's what I say to everybody, living the dream. So, appreciate you being here. It's been a long process to get a fire chief here in Fitchburg, but we're glad to have you aboard.
And I'm glad to be here.
So, talk about a little bit about the past first. Let's set up the past and then move to the future, where you came from, and just a little background about yourself.
Sure. So the fire service career began with me as a volunteer. I grew up in a small community in Waukesha County, Butler, Wisconsin. I started there in 1988. Realized that it's something that I really enjoyed. Wanted to do it full time. I became an Air Force firefighter in 1990. I was in the Air Force for 3 years, enlisted, and then upon my separation from the Air Force, I was hired by the city of Oak Creek, and I've been there for the past 22 years.
That's quite many years there. And so were you the chief there? Like, what was your role at Oak Creek before coming here then?
So with the city of Oak Creek, I was involved in training. I was the training chief. That was my last title. But I filled all roles in the city of Oak Creek, starting as firefighter, moving through the ranks, eventually becoming a paramedic, lieutenant, captain, and so on, until I finally achieved one of my dreams, and that being a training position, and was there for the past 9 years.
I got to say, when I was reading, so I had to check you out on Facebook ahead of time to make sure you were legit.
Right.
For me, the city did their background checks, but I had to do mine.
Right.
But a lot of people just had tons of things to say about you and that you're going to be a big miss in Oak Creek, which is pretty impressive. I mean,
well, I think being a firefighter is much more than just fighting fires. It's being a part of the community, establishing networks. I've been very fortunate to be able to establish many friendships in the community, and it was hard to leave. That was the most difficult part to leave behind, is the fact that I've worked for some very good people, I've worked with some very good people, and I've established a sense of community there. And that's what I hope to bring to Fitchburg, is a sense of community.
It's a good transition into welcoming me to Fitchburg here. So, taking on the job, how was the first, what are we on here, month and a half now?
Well, we're in week number 3. You're
Oh,
giving me a lot of
like
credit.
I feel like you've been here forever. I don't know. Wow.
No, it's been a great transition. I can tell you my experience or my exposure to the city of Fitchburg Fire Department was established well before I was a fire chief candidate. This department is known for its training, its ability to execute emergency response, and that's why it was such a draw for me. Obviously, my training background brought me here because of what I had heard, and the impression that I had of this department was very, very good. The good news is my impression hasn't changed. We have some very good people that work with the City of Fitchburg Fire Department. And those are the types of relationships that I hope to draw from establishing my role as fire chief.
I was going to say, starting with the leadership role, what are some things that you see yourself doing to get associated with the fire department? Like, what are some of the goals out of the beginning?
I think in order to be a leader, you need to know where the department sits and some of its history. You don't want to create change for the sake of change. Change has to mean something. So right now, my role is to learn as much about the department as I can, to learn as much about the community as I can. So there's a lot that I'm putting into just getting in touch with the background of the city of Fitchburg and its fire department.
And so you meet the staff, you see the trucks. How do you proceed then after that? Like, what are some of your other goals here, I guess, once you establish and for the fire department? Because you guys are going through a lot of change, even prior to you getting here.
Well, after learning about the department, there needs to be a needs assessment, strategic plan. Those are all buzzwords that we have a tendency of using.
Yeah.
But those are the types of things that I want to get involved in, to be able to create some sense of process, so that there's the ability to have succession planning. I shouldn't be the smartest person at the fire department. I should just I need to know where those people exist so that we can tap from those resources.
Anything else that I could ask you that would help get the word out about the fire department or where you guys are moving forward here?
I think as a member of the fire department, we need to be ambassadors of this community. So that said, the fire department should not be this place that is off limits to anybody. We need to be accessible. That sense of community that I brought from the city of Oak Creek needs to be established here, and it really is already here. It's just a matter of making sure that people are aware of the fact that we are here for them, and anytime they have any questions, they should feel free to give us a call, because we'd be happy to give them an opportunity to learn more about the emergency services that they have available to them.
Awesome. Well, good luck in building the relationships, getting going, and hopefully we can get you back on the show a little bit further down the road here when you had a chance to get things moving.
Well, this too is a wonderful resource, and whenever we have information to get out, we'll be sure to bring it to FACTv.
Don't worry, Adam Dorn's got you covered. He's a celebrity here.
Exactly.
So. All right, Joe, thank you so much, and
Thank you.
Good luck to you.